I'm happy to be a part of the family. I know Boston has a lot of history, a lot of tradition, and I want to add to that. I know it's a playoff team, so I love playoff basketball, and I can't wait to win. Boston's a great city, full of culture, full of life, education, things that mean a lot to me. So I'm super excited. I cannot wait to get there. Can't wait to get everything started. Can't wait for the season to start. And I'm happy to be a part of the family.
Steve Belpet, Boston Herald. When did you get a first idea that this was happening? Because obviously, I'm sure you're aware the Celtics were engaged in a bunch of talks all day for trades. When did you know?
I had no idea. I promise you, I had no idea. I was actually sweating bullets when the final 5 seconds came in. But I knew they were heavily interested when they asked me to come back for a second workout. But you hear different things every day. I mean, it changes every day. So I was not sure at all. But I'm glad to be here, and I think this is the right fit.
Max Bonstetter, Sports Illustrated for Kids. How does it feel to play for one of the smartest coaches in the NBA, in Brad Stevens?
It feels great. Brad is a great guy. I mean, we had some conversations when I went up to Boston, and he seems like a very smart guy, so that's a very fair statement. So it feels great. It feels it's an honor, it's a privilege to play for somebody like that. Good question.
Jaylen, Evan Valenti from WBRK. Jimmy Butler came out and kind of endorsed you, right here, buddy? Jimmy Butler came out and endorsed you on a podcast, and he liked the way you play, the way you work. What's it like getting a compliment from one of the best two-way players in the league?
It feels good. I mean, me and Jimmy, we kind of have the same mentality. We played, I met him in Chicago for the first time at the NBA Combine, and we had the same trainer. And he said we had similar work ethics, so he wanted to see for himself. He cut his vacation short, got in the gym with me, we worked out, and we ended up playing one-on-one, and we ended up being in there like an extra hour, and we were going tooth and nail at it. So Jimmy is a very hard worker, and it's an extraordinary compliment for somebody like that.
You want to let us know how those one-on-one games went?
Oh, sure. We played, first it went like this. We played to 3, because I guess he thought it would be easy. And then somebody won the first game, and then he wanted to keep going. So, so we kept going after that, and he won the second, and then he won the third, and I won the fourth, and we ended up playing all the way to 21.
Nice. Thank you.
Jaylen, Steve Kyler, Basketball Insiders. First of all, congratulations. The NBA game very different than the college game. How do you feel like you're going to fit into the NBA, and what are the skills you feel like you can bring to the Celtics right away?
NBA is a faster pace, faster tempo, so it's a lot of transition. I feel like that's where I excel, and that's where I thrive. However, I do have to get a lot better. Decision making has to get a lot better, but NBA is a faster pace. There's a lot of versatility. The guys can guard multiple positions that are very valuable, and I think I add to that really well.
Hey, Jaylen, Lloyd Carroll from the Queens Chronicle. You're one of the athletes that actually, I think, enjoyed going to class.
Absolutely.
Was this a tough decision to leave? I mean, we know the NBA riches are there, but I was just curious, that was a factor. And now that you're going to Boston, you're looking to go to Harvard maybe during the offseason?
That's a good question, Lloyd.
We could have used you at Columbia, by the way. Just for
That's a very good question. Anytime you're making a decision, you want to make sure that you take your time and make sure you evaluate from top to bottom, make sure you're making the right one. So it did take a while for me to make a decision because education is important to me, but this was the right thing for me to do. And Boston has a great history of education, some great universities like Harvard, MIT. I've done my research. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Jaylen, what's going on? Congratulations, first and foremost.
Thank you.
I want to talk about your draft outfit. I like it. It's like an advanced version of Hakeem Olajuwon. In '84, like it's got that maroon color. It's tight. Just walk me through it. What made you choose that one?
It's the one that kind of popped out. I know a lot of young guys tend to go with flashy colors or fluorescent patterns or floral patterns. I just wanted to keep it simple, classic, timeless, but definitely classic. That's what I wanted to do. That matches my personality. So I express my personality through my suit.
How many suits did you have to choose from?
How many suits do I have to choose from? I had thousands of suits to choose from. Thousands. And I'm super meticulous and picky, so I had to make sure I had to do my due diligence on suits, so it took me a while.
Jaylen, Adam Himmelsbach with the Boston Globe. When you on those visits, did you have a chance to run any players around those workouts at all? And if not, like how familiar are you with their team, and what can you maybe bring to their team as you join them?
No players were in when I were in either time, but I know a few of them. I know James Young with the Kentucky. I don't know him personally, but I know him. And Isaiah Thomas, the point guard. I know he's really close with Isaiah, the actual Isaiah Thomas. So that relationship is probably going to be set when we get there and everything. But that's about it. I don't know really anybody on the team, but I do know that they're a playoff team and they're looking for somebody to come and add and not take away from what they've been doing. So that's what I want to do.
Davide, chiedevate NBA Italy, can you take us into your mind, what happened in your mind when you first arrived here, then when you hear your name called, then when you go on the stage to shake the hand of the commissioner?
What was going through my mind? I didn't think Boston was going to pick me for some reason. I don't know. I was sitting there and I was nervous as all get out. Somebody texted me and was like, didn't hear anything from Boston, so they were actually playing a joke on me, but I was sweating and I was nervous, but when they picked me out, just a sigh of relief went through when left me, and I'm happy I'm here.
Terrell Johnson, New York Beacon. You've mentioned history a few times. What are your earliest memories of the Boston Celtics?
My earliest memories?
Yes.
Earliest memories go back to, what, do I have to be alive? Or?
Don't have memories? Yes.
The only team I got to see in person was 2007 with Paul Pierce, KG. It was
08.
08.
The championship team?
Championship team.
08.
I remember watching them, the Big Three. That's the earliest memories I have. But of course, I know about the Celtics in 87, 88, those years when they were 86, 87, 88, when they were like unstoppable. And then going back to Bill Russell and in those days, of course.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You're all done.
Congratulations. Pleasure.